Blake Lively can't seem to get rid of these rumors, and it really just keeps piling on. Things are getting worse for Blake Lively.
Blake, you say hi to Stephanie, it's my girlfriend.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you
You should leave him.
Right now, Blake Lively is in an enormous PR storm. The most popular actress on the internet has become the target of public opinion due to a number of resurfaced interviews that showed less than stellar moments throughout continuing It Ends With Us issues. The actress has come under fire for making fun of people who have transitioned in previous interviews. Her usage of the term TRANNY, which some trans people believe to be not very nice, has drawn a lot of backlash from fans.
Had tons of plastic surgery and we're actually men and trannies.
Which some people who have transitioned believe to be not very nice, has drawn a lot of backlash from fans. These uncovered clips have sparked talks on the internet due to their dubious remarks and apparent nature. Even though the information was meant to be innocuous, many people found it unsavory. The actress said the phrase in a 2009 interview with Allure to talk about her on the Gossip Girl set. According to reports, she stated, "I feel like a T-word a lot of the time. I don't know, I'm large. They put me in 6-inch heels and I tower over every man. I've got this long hair and lots of clothes and makeup on. I just feel really big a lot of the time and I'm surrounded by a lot of tiny people. I feel like a man sometimes." It turns out though that the actress said that term again in a 2012 Elle magazine interview. "I hope to have a few girls one day. If not girls, they better be T-words because I have some amazing shoes and bags and stories that need to be appreciated," is what she said. In addition, the phrase is said to have been used by the actress in a number of earlier interviews that are currently being shared, particularly considering that she is already entangled in a web of continuous discussion. The reappearance of these clips is undoubtedly not good for her public image. This comes right after the talk around It Ends With Us that started when a journalist posted their nightmare interview with Blake Lively on YouTube. In a nutshell, Blake Lively's lighthearted promotional strategy for the film, which is an adaptation of Colleen Hoover's 2016 novel, has drawn attention from the internet. Many people found it weird, especially because she was promoting her new hair care product, Blake Brown. Not only that, but she further incited the discussion by using themed cocktails like Rile You Wait, which was named after the bad acting character in the narrative, to market her beverage firm, Betty Buzz. Amid all of this, Norwegian journalist Kirsty Flå posted footage from an interview she did in 2016 with the actress, saying it made her want to quit her work. Flå praised Lively on her little bump during the marketing of her Woody Allen directed movie Cafe Society. Lively had just revealed her pregnancy a short week prior, but after that, Lively was allegedly heard taking it in a different way than it was meant and giving the journalist a caustic response, adding, "Congrats on your little bump," even though she wasn't pregnant.
Congrats on your little bump.
To put it mildly, the interview that followed was quite strange. Many people also surmised that the actress's past interviews have now come to light at an odd time, given that Justin Baldoni hired the same PR firm that supported Johnny Depp during his trial against Amber Heard. Even if these are only conjectures and nothing more, it seems like the situation is becoming worse every day. In light of some recent remarks people have been making about Blake Lively, it's no surprise that she isn't exactly loved right now. Let's look at some celebs that can't stand Blake Lively. Leighton Meester. When Gossip Girl debuted in 2007, everyone was curious to know if Blake Lively and Leighton Meester were real-life friends. On the show, Serena van der Woodsen and Blair Waldorf played friends who became enemies.
When's the party? Saturday. And you're kind of not invited.
But in real life, it said that they quickly moved from the friends to the opponent's role. According to a number of sources, including one of the show's creators, Lively and Meester did not get along during filming. The two actresses avoid each other, according to one source, a New York Magazine article from 2008, as Gossip Girl was about to premiere its second season. The publication also discussed a Daily News article that alluded to the relationship between the two actors, implying that one of them thought the other was taking her place as the show's lead role. A Harper's Bazaar article also said that Meester thought Lively was overly conceited. In 2017, Joshua Safran, one of the show's executive producers, provided some confirmation of the narrative. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Safran shared, "Blake and Leighton were not friends. They were friendly, but they were not friends like Serena and Blair," citing personality differences as the primary reason. It's safe to assume that Meester is not a fan of Lively because the two of them were never spotted together again in the years after Gossip Girl ended. Scarlett Johansson. Ryan Reynolds was formerly married to the Avengers actress Scarlett Johansson. He's the father of Blake Lively's 4 children. After dating for a year, Reynolds and Johansson tied the knot in September 2008, but ironically, they separated after just 2 years. Reynolds and Lively began dating in 2011, the same year their divorce was finalized. Remarkably, Lively and Reynolds came together on the Green Lantern set prior to Reynolds' formal divorce from Johansson.
Action.
Okay, so at the party, how did you make that
Which sparked gossip of a possible infidelity. Despite the fact that Johansson and Reynolds both attributed their divorce to their work schedules, there were rumors that Johansson felt Lively was to blame for the outcome of her marriage. Scarlett feels like Blake actually stole Ryan from her because it was when he started filming Green Lantern with Blake in 2010 that everything fell apart, a source confirmed to the National Enquirer. Furthermore, in 2011, a source disclosed to Us Weekly that Johansson held stuff against Lively for impeding her attempt to make amends with Reynolds. The claimed story was never publicly recognized by any of the persons involved. However, Johansson did confess that she could relate to her Marriage Story character who gets cheated on. The actor said in a Vanity Fair interview that I had some kind of shared experience with the character or with any person going through a divorce, really. Johansson is definitely not a fan of Lively, even though the rumored love triangle is probably never going to be addressed. Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer, another Gossip Girl cast member who played Serena van der Woodson's short-lived romantic interest in season 2, publicly disclosed his unsatisfactory experience as a cast member, pointing specifically to Blake Lively. When Hammer was asked in 2017 on Watch What Happens Live after show who the biggest diva on the set was, he was first hesitant to respond. But he did, with support from comic Chelsea Handler and host Andy Cohen, remark, "Let me just say, that was a tough show to film. And I didn't end up actually filming all of the episodes I was supposed to because it was such a tough filming." Additionally, he made an implication that someone on the set wanted him to be fired from the show. Handler joked that Lively might have been the cause of the issue after reminding Cohen that he was Lively's possible beau in the few episodes he did film. No, that's not what I'm saying," Hammer answered. But he also made a very telling look, as if he were suggesting the exact opposite. Furthermore, it has been reported by Moi, a well-known Instagram gossip account, that Hammer called Lively a B-word in front of a ton of people while she was filming Gossip Girl. Anna Kendrick. It's also said that Anna Kendrick, who acted alongside Blake Lively in the 2018 film A Simple Favor, doesn't like her. Even though the women portrayed themselves as rivals on screen, their discomfort during interviews seemed funny at first. But as time went on, it began to appear as though Kendrick could indeed have some bad sentiments toward Lively. The actors related an incident in which Lively was unusually late for filming and Kendrick was left waiting without being told of the change in schedule during an interview with BuzzFeed. Kendrick said, "That was the day I decided that she didn't want to work with her anymore," which sparked an awkward exchange in which Lively clumsily attempted to defend her tardiness. "We were all talking about you," Kendrick later told her. During an interview with MTV News, Kendrick urged Kirsty Flaw not to approach Lively, implying that she had muted Lively on Instagram.
I've muted some people. There's a couple people that I have muted.
Kendrick also physically distanced herself from Lively. Though it's possible that Kendrick's peculiar sense of humor was used to promote A Simple Favor, a TikTok page called Celebrity Memoir Book Club, which posts celebrity rumors, asserted that the story of the feuding women was real. An insider who was employed by the movie's production company at the time claimed a video uploaded to the account that Kendrick was too competitive and couldn't stand it when Lively got all the limelight. In addition to her demeanor during interviews, Kendrick seems to genuinely not be happy with Lively. Blake Lively's had a good run in Hollywood, but has her past caught up to her? It's possible that not even her hubby Ryan Reynolds can save her from the scrutiny now.
What is the next
What does
5
that
years
mean?
of...
The internet is seriously sick of Blake Lively, and her tone-deaf publicity tour for her movie It Ends With Us has brought attention to some of her previous headlining moments. The movie is based on the best-selling book by Colleen Hoover about a woman who is trying to escape a cycle in a relationship she no longer wants.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
You know what I mean.
Some viewers, meanwhile, believe Blake played down the delicate subject matter of the film and pretended to be advertising a totally unrelated one. In an attempt to draw attention to her movie, Blake staged an unending procession of floral ensembles, drawing inspiration from her persona as Lily Bloom, the proprietor of a flower shop. She was accused of behaving as though she was marketing the Barbie movie, and a playful promo on the It Ends With Us Instagram page really had people up in arms. "Grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it," Blake says. "Wear your florals? Is she kidding us? This is a DV movie, not Gossip Girl," one commenter on the video said.
The drama surrounding It Ends With Us has been all over social media.
In addition, there's her hover husband. The egos of Blake and Ryan Reynolds were very visible before the film's release. Their use of Blake's promotional tour to promote her hair care business and Ryan's film, Deadpool and Wolverine, garnered criticism. Hugh Jackman, who co-starred with Ryan Reynolds, even posed with the couple on the pink carpet at the NYC premiere of It Ends With Us. Some fans' opinions of Blake has also been damaged by a poorly received joke about a missing royal and an old interview that has surfaced. In Blake Lively's It Ends With Us promotion, Ryan Reynolds and co-star Brandon Sklenar had a ridiculous interview.
Oh God, this is cool. It's not every day the husband gets to...
WTF are you doing? This isn't Deadpool. Why are you trying to be funny? One of Ryan Reynolds' Instagram followers wrote in response to the video. Meanwhile, Blake's fans were perplexed as to why there was never a video on her account discussing the themes portrayed in the film. She joined Colleen Hoover for a conversation in the tape about subjects like zodiac signs, along with her co-stars Isabella Ferrer and Jenny Slate. "You guys, we talked about our movie not at all. Thanks for joining us." Blake concluded their female talk with a joke. In 2016, reporter Kirsty Flaw undoubtedly would have loved to talk to Blake when she was that silly, giddy person. The ongoing discussion around Blake's poor marketing led to Flaw posting a video on YouTube with the title "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." Blake enthusiastically spoke about the vintage Britney Spears dress she wore to the It Ends With Us premiere in an interview with ET. She became defensive, nevertheless, when Flaw attempted to discuss her Cafe Society outfits with her. Blake turned to face her co-star Parker Posey instead of Flaw, saying, "Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes." There's no doubt that Blake Lively owes Kirsty Flaw an apology for making a bad joke about her. Flaw mentioned Blake's pregnancy during their conversation, stating, "Congrats on your little bump." Addressing the reporter who wasn't pregnant, Blake angrily shot out, "Congrats on your little bump." Remarkably, TMZ said that Blake was not thrilled with her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni because she thought he was making fun of her. Because of his alleged ailing back, he was concerned that picking her up in one scene would make it worse. However, Blake has demonstrated that she is able to express regret for her actions. She and Ryan Reynolds have expressed remorse for their plantation wedding, and she acknowledged that her joke about Kate Middleton's removal from the public eye was a royal screw-up. Additionally, Blake made fun of the photoshopped photo that Kate had released on Mother's Day by sharing her own digitally altered photo on Instagram. "I'm so excited to share this new photo I just took today to announce our 4 new Betty Buzz and Betty Boost products. Now you know why I've been MIA," she wrote. Blake took down the advertisement for her Betty Buzz drink brand after finding out that Kate was battling cancer. "Oh man, that post has me mortified today," she wrote on her Instagram story, "I'm sorry." Blake Lively's got a lot to apologize for, and she seemingly doesn't want to, especially to that interviewer. Let me explain how Blake Lively refuses to apologize for being rude to an interviewer.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Blake Lively hasn't apologized, according to the Entertainment Reporter, who almost quit her job after a nightmare interview went viral for all the wrong reasons.
Hi everyone, this has been a really crazy week for me.
Kirsty Flaw discussed the incident on her YouTube channel very recently. In 2016, the actress publicly complimented Lively on her little bump, only for Lively to coldly respond. Flaw said that it took her a while to actually get over it. Flaw has now disclosed that she is infertile. "It affected me for a while because it made me nervous when I was interviewing other people after that, and I blamed myself for it for a long time because I felt like I did or said something wrong," the celebrity journalist shared. This comes right after her less than stellar press tour for her new movie It Ends With Us. The interview between Ryan Reynolds and co-star Brandon Sklenar for Blake Lively's It Ends With Us marketing was absurd. "What are you doing? This isn't Deadpool. Why are you trying to be funny?" one of Ryan Reynolds' Instagram followers wrote in response to the video. Fans of Blake, meantime, were baffled as to why there was never a video on her account talking about the concepts shown in the movie, because it's a pretty deep movie. As a result of the continuous debate concerning Blake's subpar marketing, Flaw uploaded a video on YouTube titled "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." In an interview with ET, Blake talked excitedly about the vintage Britney Spears outfit she wore to the It Ends With Us premiere. Still, when Flaw tried to talk to her about her Cafe Society attire, she got defensive. "Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes," said Blake, turning from Flaw to her co-star Parker Posey. That's the reason Flaw waited so long to share a video of the sit-down, which featured Parker Posey, Lively's co-star from Cafe Society. When Flaw posted the horrific interview, she said she hadn't read up on all the other stuff surrounding Lively and her new film It Ends With Us, and it was just a coincidence. During their conversation, Flaw believed that Lively was displaying mean girl energy, stating that it made her feel left out. She continued by expressing her gratitude to the thousands of people who had reached out to her with supportive notes ever since the sit-down became public. She asserted that Lively is not one of them. No one came out and apologized, and they probably told her, "Don't come out and say sorry, don't react, don't do anything. We'll take care of this for you. We'll just say that it's the journalist's fault and that you were offended by her, and then we'll just plant some other good, positive stories." Theoretically, Flaw said, "I think that's the problem." Flaw feels that many Hollywood A-listers don't own up to their mistakes because they're afraid that it's going to backfire or that it's going to make them look bad, noting it's time to change that. "I think if Blake Lively would have come out in front of this," she said, "things would have been very different." Blake has, nevertheless, shown that she is capable of expressing regret for her deeds. She regretted her quip about Kate Middleton being away from the public view and confessed that she and Ryan Reynolds made a mistake in their plantation wedding. It seems she might be not apologizing out of pure spite.
Blake Lively has a new label of being a mean girl. I'm going to take you through what people are saying as some of the reasons she was being labeled as a mean girl.
It is disturbing, and I want to warn you, it is the truth.
I'm saying flowers.
Here are the reasons why Blake Lively is a mean girl according to critics. Amid reports of stuff happening between It Ends With Us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, recent footage making the rounds has the internet comparing Blake to Mean Girls character Regina George. After receiving a friendship bracelet from a reporter while walking the red carpet at the film's London premiere on August 8th, 2024, the Gossip Girl has been called out for responding with what many people perceive to be as a backhanded remark. She said, "Oh my god, thank you so much, that's so sweet," accepting the pink and white bracelet as seen in a TikTok posted by a French entertainment site. She then said, "I'm gonna put it in here because it doesn't go with my outfit, but I will wear it later."
I'm gonna put it here because it doesn't go with my outfit, but I will wear it later.
I'm gonna take you through some of the comments people made in regards to this. Many users pointed out that the gift did, in fact, go very well with Blake's look, a silver gown with pink floral embellishments and a red feathered coat. One comment with over 9,000 likes said the way it actually fits her whole outfit. Another comment wrote, "Regina George vibes," seemingly referencing a famous scene from Mean Girls in which Regina compliments a girl's skirt, then turns to her friend and says something different. "How were we fooled for so long?" asked a third user in response to the clip. Come on though, should she really have to wear a gift just because someone gave it to her? What do you guys think? Recent press interviews for It Ends With Us have also had the internet reconsidering Blake's public persona and calling her tone deaf when it comes to discussing the film. The press tour has continued to make headlines as Justin, also the film's director, has often done press alone, while Blake has regularly posed for photos and given interviews with her co-stars. The discourse reached new heights when the journalist Kirsty Flaw released a clip from her 2016 interview with Blake, which she titled "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." Flaw started off the interview by congratulating Blake, who was pregnant at the time. She said, "Congrats on your little bump," to Blake, who then responded with, "Congratulations on your little bump."
Congrats on your little bump.
Speaking with Mail Online, Flaw said Lively's comment did not sit well as she was dealing with the fact that she can't have children. Later in the interview, Blake reprimanded Flaw for asking a question about clothes. Commentators described the response as hypocritical, as Blake seemed enthused to discuss fashion on her current press tour. In one interview, Blake asked how fans who understand the theme of this movie could talk to her about it. She gave a seemingly sarcastic response. "Are you asking for like my address or my phone number, my location share. I could just location share with you, she said, laughing.
Address or my phone number or like my location share.
Brett Cooper made a comment on this asking, why did you think that was the correct way to respond to that question? Blake Lively snapped at a reporter for no reason. Critics have a lot to say right now about Blake Lively as they feel that a lot of her behavior is not right.
Hi, I'm Blake Lively. Oh, this is interesting.
Since she's the new target, they are now digging up old videos from years ago, and one of them happens to be a video of her snapping on a reporter for asking about her relationship. When she was on Gossip Girl, there was a rumor that she was dating Penn Badgley. While sitting down with New York Magazine for a 2008 feature on the teen drama, Blake discussed her upcoming movie, The Private Lives of Pippa Lee, when she filmed a smooching scene with Alan Arkin. She said, he's a little bit of an upgrade from Chase Crawford and Penn Badgley, so I'm looking forward to that. The comment prompted journalists Jessica Pressler and Chris Rovzar to ask Blake about her real-life relationship with Penn, who played her on-screen love interest, Dan Humphrey. She snapped back, I thought this was New York Magazine. I thought you were supposed to be classy. I'm sure her response was maybe because she didn't feel comfortable discussing the relationship, or maybe she wasn't ready for it to be out in the public. Blake's past interviews have been resurfaced in light of the drama surrounding her and the It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni, which started with Blake using the film's press tour to plug her new drink brand and hair care brand instead of discussing the film's heavy theme. Another take that people are bringing up is that she did a great job of acting in the film. Why is it her responsibility to talk about it? We have no idea what her past experiences are, what she's been through, or maybe she's gone through something and doesn't feel like comfortable talking about it. People have also said she's just an actor, she's not an activist. People shouldn't have to talk about things they don't feel comfortable discussing. When it comes to Justin Baldoni, he also has some stuff under critique, with sources claiming he did things that didn't sit well with Blake. He allegedly asked an on-set trainer a question about his co-star before filming a scene that he had to lift her up, reported by TMZ, because he had previously injured his back and he wanted to be careful. Blake, who gave birth to her fourth child with husband Ryan Reynolds just a few months before production began, later found out about the actor's alleged comment and felt bothered by it, the outlet's sources said. The report also claimed that the castmates had it out over a smooching scene that Blake thought lasted too long. Neither Justin or Blake has addressed the headlines, but the internet has gone ahead and brought to light the commentary. Fans are also calling out Blake for using the T word in numerous interviews. It's a word used to describe people who have transitioned. Blake was caught using this word, which of course didn't sit well with a lot of people.
Tons of plastic surgery and we're actually men and trannies. I mean, it's just like...
In another conversation, a journalist congratulated Blake on her then recently announced second pregnancy and resulting bump, to which she wildly clapped back, "Congrats on your little bump."
Congrats on your little bump.
The reporter later said Blake's behavior made her want to quit her job and also revealed she was infertile. "To be honest, it hurts because I obviously wasn't pregnant and I could never get pregnant," she told the Daily Mail.
Kate Middleton has received an outpouring of support as well as reactions from various celebrities around the world after revealing that she's undergoing cancer treatments.
My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy.
Amidst minimal public appearances since her hospitalization in earlier 2024, she shared a recorded message addressing ongoing speculations and conspiracy theories about her health and location. So here are some of the celebrities who reacted to Kate Middleton's sad news.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally.
First up is the Hollywood actress Blake Lively. She publicly apologized for trolling Kate Middleton's Photoshop drama before learning that she had been diagnosed with cancer.
Blake Lively apologizing for seemingly making fun of Kate Middleton's photo editing incident.
And here's what Blake said on her Instagram. "I'm sure no one cares today, but I feel like I have to acknowledge this. I made a silly post around the Photoshop fails frenzy, and oh man, that post has me mortified today. I'm sorry. Sending love and well wishes to all, always."